Nepotism. Let's define it, shall we? The practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives or friends, especially by giving them jobs. It's been around for centuries, first stemming from the childless popes assigning prominent positions in the Catholic Church to their nephews. It is obviously not unique to Hollywood. It extends across all industries. We've seen it in politics, we've seen it in journalism, we see it when it comes to getting accepted into prestigious universities even. Coming from wealth in particular comes with lots and lots of perks. I thought that was pretty obvious. I think we can all agree that that's pretty obvious. But the entertainment industry specifically seems to be swarming with nepo babies. I mean, we have Hailey Bieber, daughter of Stephen Baldwin, Maude Apatow, daughter of Judd Apatow and Leslie Mann, Willow and Jaden Smith, of course, children of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, Zoe Kravitz, Dakota Johnson, Miley Cyrus, Timothy Chalamet, Gracie Abrams, Billy Lord, Lily Collins, Maya Hawke, Dan Levy, Emma Roberts, literally all of the Kardashian Jenners. I mean, the list literally goes on, you guys. In one way or another, all of those people have benefited from nepotism, whether it be directly from their parents or their aunts, uncles being in the entertainment industry, or their cousins, or their, you get the picture. And that is just scratching the surface. Why am I choosing to talk about this, you ask? Well, fellow nepo baby Lily-Rose Depp, daughter of Johnny Depp, decided she wanted to be as tone deaf and annoying as possible in her latest interview with Elle magazine. Quote, "People are going to have preconceived ideas about you or how you got there, and I can definitely say that nothing is going to get you the part except for being right for the part. It just doesn't make any sense. If someone's mom or dad is a doctor and then the kid becomes a doctor, you're not going to be like, you're only a doctor because your parent is a doctor. It's like, no, I went to medical school and trained." What an incredibly idiotic thing to say. Lily, baby, I don't know if you know this. Being a doctor and being a model or actor, two completely different things. In order to become a doctor, it is required that you complete years of schooling as well as passing all required exams. You can't just send in your portfolio audition and then voila, you're a doctor now. That's not how this works, babe. I can't believe I have to even state that. You don't need to train or go through schooling at all to become an actor or a model. That is absolutely not a requirement. And for her to make that ridiculous comparison instead of just simply acknowledging her immense amount of privilege is fucking hilarious. Like, all you had to say was something along the lines of, you know what? I am extremely lucky to have been born into a family with so many connections within the entertainment industry, and I am so incredibly grateful for that because it has allowed me to be able to have the support, the financial security to pursue my dreams to the fullest extent. I am fully aware that there are so many people that do not get those same opportunities, and that is why I take my career very seriously and will continue to work hard on my craft and not take any of these blessings for granted. You see how easy that was? Model Vittoria Soretti, if that's how you pronounce it, who I hadn't even heard of prior to this, took to her Instagram to respond to Lily-Rose Depp's tone-deaf comments. Just want to share a thought here because I can. I bumped into an interview of a so-called nepo baby, or whatever y'all call it, basically privileged daughter, son, cousin, niece, nephew, whatever, of some kind of celebrity. Let me tell you something. Yes, I get the whole I'm here and I work hard for it, but I would really love to see if you would have lasted through the first 5 years of my career. Not only being rejected because I know you have an experience with it, and you can tell me your sad little story about it, even if at the end of the day you can still always go cry on your dad's couch in your villa in Malibu. But how about not being able to pay for your flight back home to your family? Waiting hours to do a fitting and casting just to see a nepo baby walk past you from the warm seat of his or her Mercedes with his or her driver and his or her friend, assistant, agent taking care of his or her mental health. You have no fucking idea how much you have to fight to make people respect you. It takes years. You just get it by free day one. I have many nepo baby friends whom I respect, but I can't stand listening to you compare yourself to me. I was not born on a comfy, sexy pillow with a view. I know it's not your fault, but please appreciate and know the place you came from. Period, sis. She went off on her ass. I love it. Because I respect her so much for that, because it's like, how are you going to sit there and make it seem as if your name and your parents didn't have a hand in getting you to where you are now? That's not to say you aren't talented, but be serious, please. You had a head start, period. It shouldn't be this hard to admit that and be accepting of it. You've known Karl Lagerfeld since you were a child. You're 5'2" and walking runways for Chanel. That alone should tell you a lot. Even Ireland Baldwin, also a fellow nepo baby, took to TikTok in response to Lily-Rose's comments, stating, quote, "In anything that I pursue and anything that I do in my life, people are always going to say I have what I have because of my parents," which is true. I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't have gotten where I am and been able to do what I can do if it weren't for my parents. And I think really where you go wrong is denying that. In an article by Helen Holmes of the Daily Beast, Donna Rockwell, psychologist and researcher specializing in celebrity mental health, states, quote, "Anybody, celebrity or not, wants to feel that their life has come about due to their own agency and their own ability to manifest their lives in particularly special or affirming ways." For celebrities like Depp and Kravitz, quote, "There is a dissonance between acknowledging I got this opportunity because of my parents and the need to self-actualize autonomously. We long to be special and we long to have the adulation and the affection for other people around us. And when we see a celebrity have that kind of community around them just because of the luck of their birth, we feel a sense of loss." Helen Holm notes, "Nepotism is also quantifiably harmful. It negatively affects already fragile economies and engenders suspicion in professional hopefuls in any field wondering why they've been thus far unsuccessful. Even if we as individuals like to believe we have no interest in celebrity, the narratives that play out on the world stage reflect back deep wounds." Look, I get it. I can empathize with wanting to be separated from your family and stand on your own talent. But to flat out deny that the immense amount of privilege that you were born into played a huge part in your success that you've accumulated today is irresponsible and quite frankly disrespectful to all of the actors and models and musicians that quite literally started from the bottom. As an aspiring actor myself, I will admit that I was triggered by this. I don't get to have the luxury of not needing to work a regular full-time job to stay afloat and pay the bills while I try to pursue my dreams. I have to be okay with getting rejected over and over again before I even get just one yes. It'll probably take years before I even get one small role. Meanwhile, nepo babies can start working damn near right off the bat. And if they do get rejected a couple times, I mean, hey, at least they can cry it out in their nice leather seats in their Mercedes or on their dad's comfy couch in their villa in Malibu. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. No deep dives or anything, but that was a really fucking dumb comment. And I'm really tired of celebrities talking because they seemingly can't stop saying dumb shit. Like, you're too rich to be this fucking dumb. I mean, you have the world at your disposal. You could be educating yourself in so many different ways. Or if you don't want to do that, that's okay. Just shut the fuck up. That's all.